Hi guys, welcome back to Urban Treats, where we show you easy recipes you can make at home. This week we have a super exciting project. We had the opportunity to visit Levantina Fish Farm in Limassol, and they showed us around their amazing state-of-the-art fish farm where they breed sea bass and Seabream. And when we left, they kindly gave us a box full of fillets of sea bass and Seabream. Today, what else could we do? We made an amazing sea bass fillet on a base of sweet potato, broccoli and carrot, and infused with rosemary from my garden. Let's get started. The fish preparation is really easy. All you need is a piece of aluminium foil, and on top of that I've already prepared a little bit of baking paper. You can see this fits just inside with a few edges on the, with a little bit of space around the edge. Now you can add either one of the fillets at a time or both at the time. I'm gonna add both, but if you wanna have an easier time sorting out your portions when it's cooked, then you might wanna separate them in two little fish pockets here, or two little baking packs. Add the fish into your package, and then we are going to add a little bit of salt. We'll add a couple of slices of fresh lemon. I just cut this from my garden. Super nice and fresh. 2 thin slices. We'll add a little bit of pepper before we add the lemon. There we go. Just place your lemon here on top, like so. And I cut a little bit of rosemary from my garden, so we just add that in here. And the last ingredient, garlic, very important. We need a lot of garlic. I'm going to use 3 big garlic cloves. Even though it's a lot of garlic, the taste is quite subtle. Don't be afraid of adding 3 or even 4 garlic cloves. Essentially, the fish just steams inside this little baking pocket, and it just absorbs all the flavors really nicely. Just slice the garlic into thinner slices. Go. And just spread them around the fish. Have we got anything else left to add? No, that's it. So we've added our salt, we added our pepper. And it's time to seal up the package. And what we want to do, we just want to close it up so the steam stays inside the foil while it bakes. Now you might need to tighten this up a little here. Just lift it up. You can start folding on the sides so that you don't have too much pressure when you seal the top of the pack. Pinch it together, seal the other side. There we go. And now it doesn't pull so much apart, so it's much easier for you to work with the foil. And that's it. The parsley is ready to cook, but we are not going to put it in the oven yet because we want the vegetables to be ready at the same time as the fish. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge, and then we'll prepare the veggies. Now let's prepare the vegetables. Here I have a couple of spring onions fresh from my garden. Literally just cut them a minute ago. And we'll just cut off the roots. Here we go. We'll use the white part for the cooking, but don't throw this away because you can still use a bit here for decoration on the top, which we are going to do at the end. And we'll just peel these a little, not too much. Everything here is edible, and just chop them up finely. Number 1, number 2. There we go. We leave these 2 bits for the end, so they go on top of the fish. And we are just going to set the white bits here aside on the corner of the cutting board. And now let's start cleaning up the rest of the veggies. We're going to use 2 to 3 carrots. There we go. All peeled, let's chop them. The carrots and sweet potatoes are all chopped up. We're not gonna add the broccoli quite yet because it cooks much faster than the sweet potatoes and the carrots, so we're gonna add that last. Now let's prepare our pan. Let's just set this one here aside. We'll need that in a bit. We add a little bit of virgin olive oil into our pan. Here. And we'll go on a medium-high heat. If you have an induction stove top, then it's about 140 degrees. And just spread the oil nicely. And as soon as this is hot, we're going to start by frying up the onions a little bit, and I'll prepare a little bit of garlic as well. We'll chop up the garlic fine. There we go. Okay, this is hot enough. We'll add in the spring onions. There we go. Get a wooden spoon right here. We won't need the oil anymore. Let's set this one here aside. Don't burn them, just fry them a little bit. It's going to infuse the oil and it's going to give everything a bit more flavor. We'll add in the garlic. 2 large garlic cloves. There we go. Okay. And now we can add in the sweet potato and the carrot. Give it a quick stir. Just get the oil all over the carrots and the sweet potatoes. Let's add some salt. Good amount of salt, and we'll add some pepper. Give it another stir. I'm going to lower the temperature a little bit to about 120, so that's medium-low, and we'll put the lid on. And we let these cook for 7 to 8 minutes or until the sweet potatoes are soft. While the sweet potatoes and carrots are cooking, we can prepare the broccoli for the final step. Just cut out the florets. I've already washed this one, but we just want small florets. Broccoli is ready. We're gonna add that at the end, the last few minutes, together with a half a cup of water. And let me tidy up here, and then I'll be back as soon as these are cooked. Let's have a look. That smells so good. Now, the sweet potatoes are almost done, but not completely done, and that's exactly what we want, because we want them to finish together with the broccoli. So we add in about a cup of water, and that's going to help cook the broccoli. Give that a bit of a stir. Here we go. And then we add in all the broccoli florets. Give it a quick stir. And we'll close this and let it cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Now, personally, I like my broccoli to be a little bit crunchy, so I don't cook it until it's completely soft. I give it 4 to 5 minutes maximum. I check it in the meantime. If you like it softer, then just add it a little bit earlier in the recipe. We're gonna let this cook, and now it's also time to add the fish into the oven. I've preheated the oven already on 170 degrees, that's about 340 Fahrenheit. And we'll just put that in the oven and let it cook for 11 to 12 minutes, that's all it takes. So let's do that. All right, the vegetables are ready and the fish is ready too. And if you've timed everything correctly, they should be ready at the same time. I didn't, I had to wait a couple of extra minutes, but don't worry, everything's still warm. Let's get the fish out of the oven. Oh my God, it smells so good already. Careful, don't burn yourself. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. Wow, this smells so good. So good, perfectly cooked, super soft. Have a look at this. Perfectly well cooked. I wish you could smell this. It smells absolutely amazing. Let's plate it, and we're gonna start off with making a small bed of our sweet potato, carrot and broccoli paste. Broccoli veggies, here we go. A little bit more. That's it. And just add your fillet on top. It's going to be super difficult to get this off here without falling apart because it's just cooked to absolute softness and perfection. What we're going to do, I'm just going to tear the paper here on the bottom a little bit so I can get it out easier. Here we go, just lift it up. I know it doesn't look pretty now, but it will. Then to the side and just flip it over. Beautiful. Get rid of the extra garlic. Let me put this here aside. Let's add a little more decoration. We'll put some lemon here. If anybody wants to add extra lemon, we'll put a little bit of spring onion. There you go. And a little bit of rosemary. Beautiful, that's it. And that's how easy it is to make this amazing sea bass fillet. Now, before we go for the taste test, don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave us a like, it really helps the channel grow. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell button, otherwise you won't get the notification. Now, it's time for the taste test. Let's do it. I already know that the fish is super soft. It was like melting when I took it out of the oven. I could hardly take it out of the oven actually because it was falling apart. Let's get a little bit of everything, a little bit of broccoli and a little bit of carrot and sweet potato, all into one delicious bite. Here we go. Ready? Guys, really, really nice. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna finish this and I'll see you next week. Thank you.